Min Kalaba, and welcome to the training for nutrition in garment factories in Myanmar. This training is targeted at the factory personnel in the position to influence healthy food choices of garment factory workers, women in particular, and more specifically in pregnant and lactating women. The training is targeted particularly towards factory managers, human resource personnel, canteen staff, and on-site nurses. These are people, as mentioned before, positions that will be able to affect changes and influence behavioral change towards choosing or towards healthy food choices in the factory workers, with the women in the factories that are working in the factories. So the overall goal of this training, therefore, is an observed general improvement in the eating habits and the nutritional status of women in garment factories in Myanmar. The training contains 11 targeted lessons ranging from how to influence behavioral changes towards healthy nutritional food choices, to planning nutritional meals and the safe handling of food during preparation, and equipping participants with tools to help them monitor their own health. The training will be carried out over a period of 6 weeks, and you will be required to spend at least 15 to 30 minutes per lesson. Because this training will be carried out entirely online, there are 3 things that will be required of you. 1, you'll need to have a working computer or desktop, or a smartphone or tablet. You'll also need to have good internet connectivity and some minimal IT working knowledge. It will help you maneuver and navigate the online platforms that will be used in this training. As was alluded in the last slide, this training will be carried out entirely online. And so the training, there are 2 online platforms that will be used in this training. One is the Moodle platform and the other is the Zoom platform. So the Moodle platform, the letters stand for Modular Object Oriented Dynamic Learning Environment. So plainly put it, Moodle is in essence is an online tool that is used by educators, in this case trainers, to interact with the training participants and also manage the training from anywhere in the world. So what you will have is that on Moodle there will be an interactive video that you, for each lesson will have an interactive video which you will be required to view. The video will contain, as I mentioned, it's an interactive video, so it will contain a PowerPoint describing and explaining the different concepts for each of the lesson that is required to be learned for each of the lesson. It will also include quizzes to test if you've understood the concepts that you've been taught, and also each lesson will have a scenario or a case study which you will need to read or watch the video over, and again respond to questions. And the questions, the quizzes, or the activities that will be in place for each of the lessons will also be assessed and will go towards your final marks. And now we move on to the second online platform, in this case with the Zoom platform. This is the Zoom platform will be used for live sessions, or it's an opportunity for you as a trainer to interact in real time with both your trainers and your fellow training participants, to be able to discuss some concepts further or exchange and have an active discussions of different concepts that will be learned for each of the lessons. The trainers in this, the training facilitators will include Sophie and Danielle, and for more details, you are required to refer to the Meet Your Trainers link on the Moodle platform. Before we end this lesson today, we will look at a short video on worksite wellness, and then you will be required to respond to quiz questions related to the video. And as I mentioned before, the quiz questions have marks linked to them, and they will they will contribute towards your final marks at the end of this training. Thank you again. Thank you for listening in, and we look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. If you have any questions, if there are any trouble you're facing, please post on the help forum that's in the Moodle platform. So thank you again, and see you in the next lesson.